Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm getting positioned a minute. I am my foot asleep at the moment. Alrighty. I think we're gonna do. Hello, hello. Just pulling out another pattern. That's the next one I'm gonna do. I really need to get a little notebook for these. I keep forgetting to grab one. Okay. Hey, CJ. Hey, little cat. What's up, guys? Look what I just finished. You can't see his eyes very well because they're so dark, but never see my boyfriend anymore. He doesn't like to be on camera really, and he works all the time. Summertime is his busiest time, but this is a little. It was technically a voodoo doll, but I made him into just a little thing. He's super cute. He's super soft, so he's kind of just a thing. I should have stuffed his head more, but I didn't. Oh well. There's a big gap right here that I need to fluff, but it's okay. It's okay. He's still cute. It's good sensory stuff. Ta-da! Yeah, the reason you never see Andrew anymore is because he's loud. Typically when he's home, I don't usually stream because he's distracting and blah. I don't do a ton of walking around anymore. I'm having a lot of issues. Like, I don't know when was the last time you watched, but the last year has brought on a crazy amount of health issues. Yesterday I was not doing well at all. I had a reaction, so I was like puffed up and itchy and barely could see. I took like 3 doses of Benadryl yesterday. I took a dose of prednisone, and then I took all my normal 4 allergy medications, and still the reaction lasted over 24 hours. I'm still not. Why is the TV turning itself on? Mustard, are you laying on the remote? Did Hannah? No, it's right there. Why is the TV turning itself on? No idea. Need a new diaper? No, I think I already changed today. I'm not. I don't know what diaper. No, I have not changed yet, but I am dry. So, Mike, I have a condition. Well, these are all suspected conditions. We haven't had formal, like, we haven't done. They're hard to test for, and finding a doctor to test for the reaction one is really hard because there's two very different mindsets on this disease. It's called mast cell activation syndrome. It causes allergic reactions to things you're not actually allergic to. For example, I am not allergic to pork officially, but I tend to react to a lot of things with pork. Anything high histamine, I don't do well with. But mast cell activation. Mast cells are the cells that are responsible for any inflammatory reaction in your body. They release mediators. And in my case, they release these mediators and these histamines and stuff when they shouldn't. So I pretty much go into anaphylaxis at any given point. I have not been in the ER since the 25th of June. I just looked it up today because I needed to know when is it time to flush the port. So we're borderline. If my reaction gets worse at all this today, we're going to go in because I've already hit this at home as much as I can. Kai needs a new diaper. I do not. It's dry. So My other condition that we suspect is, well, that we don't suspect, we know I have some form of dysautonomia. They're talking about my incontinence. So my dysautonomia is a problem. Basically, my body is not regulating itself properly. That means temperature, as well as heart rate, blood pressure, things like that. So my body does not properly regulate itself. So if I stand up and walk around, my heart rate can get up to almost 200 beats per minute just from standing up. What state am I in? I live in Kansas. Hot as fuck. So yeah, that condition has been a problem. There are different medications you can try. New Hampshire, nice. Oh, big stretch, kitty. So we aren't fully diagnosed with the dysautonomia. I suspect POTS. It may be some other form. My third condition that I'm dealing with a lot right now is the possible EDS, or hypermobility spectrum disorder. Yeah, Yuki and I tease back and forth all the time. But the hypermobility has become such an issue. Yeah, tornadoes. Thus this far, so Lawrence, where I am at, we are in what we call the Lawrence bubble. Tornadoes come and they look like they're going to come right at us, and then they move to one side or the other of Lawrence, and then they go through. A couple of years ago, about 4 years ago, 4 years ago, I'm adorable. I go by Kai a lot of the time. So we had a tornado just outskirt the edge of town. We were in a tornado watch, all that shit. So no, it was 3 years ago or something like that. We haven't had one since in Lawrence. I have a dog, 2 cats, and a bird. The dog is being sleepy, which is fine with me because everybody's gone today. He's a year and a half old, never seen a tornado. I have only ever seen one once in person. When I was 8 years old, we lived in Michigan, and we were at church on a Wednesday night, and suddenly all the tornado sirens go off, and all us kids are watching at the door. We were watching at the door because we could see the tornado about a mile away. So yeah, we could see it out the back door where we were. But then as the sirens went off, the entire church, people that were at the church that night, were in the inner hallway, all lined up and protected, and the pastor just kept on preaching. My grandma was in town that night. Yep. But I've only ever seen one in person once. The one that came through here was wow. Now I am a fan of watching Storm Chaser, so I have seen them from TV many a time, like legit ones. So yeah, but there's a puppy. I mean, Andrew's around, but he's not around today. It's just me and the animals today. Hannah is taking her MBLEX today, which is her big licensing test for her massage therapy. Anyway, back to the one condition. I have hypermobile joints, so my joints will dislocate, primarily my hips. My left knee is pretty bad. My shoulders are starting to be pretty bad. My ribs do it, and my thumbs, specifically my left thumb, but also my pinky. So one of the tests that they do for EDS is you have to be able to touch your thumb to your wrist. I used to be able to do that until I had surgery on my wrist. Leo, baby, hello, sweet boy. Come here. My kitty, Leo, is barbecue too in Kansas. Oh, yeah. My kitty is very affectionate, but he has a boo-boo. Leo, come here. Wanna come say hi? Leo, come here. Where is it? Go on. Leo, look at us. Hey, come here. Leo. Hey, yo. Wanna come get brush? Come here. He's just rubbing on the computer. Yeah. So I fell 2.5 years ago, about it'll be 3 years in September, I think, or 2 years. I don't know. I fell down the driveway at our old place, my in-laws' house. We were living there for a while because they moved out and they hadn't sold it yet, so we were living there and paying them rent. Um, so basically, I was taking out the garbage and I slipped and hit on my it was actually my right hip. Very painful. And I didn't actually hurt anything. We literally went in that day to get x-rays and there was no sign of an injury. Since that day though, my hips dislocate. And that was kind of what we just think is the catalyst to really bring out the EDS. We don't know that it's EDS. We suspect it because EDS, POTS, and mast cell activation syndrome actually almost go together usually. It's called the trifecta. Things that also go along with EDS are stomach issues, skin issues, just healing issues, like my body processes lidocaine super quickly. So yeah, we highly suspect that on me, but we're not totally sure. The one that I would have, that I possibly have, unfortunately, is one of the 13 variants that can't be tested or can't be genetically tested yet. They haven't been able to hone in on that particular genetic, but we do suspect. I will be getting a. Why does that look good? I just got a wheelchair evaluation, and they, because of my passing out, my hip issues, my gait issues, and such, and the passing out is another huge one. I will be getting so long as it's approved by insurance, a power wheelchair, because I also can't use a regular manual wheelchair because I'm a bit wider, so I have to have a wider wheelchair, and it would pop. The physical therapist said, hell no, that's going to destroy your shoulders with your hypermobility. Mike, I do have colon disease as well. It's a genetic one in my family called familial adenomatous polyposis. I know exactly what Crohn's is. I know what ulcerative colitis is. FAP has been in my family for many, many generations. So I have no colon. I also have no spleen, no gallbladder, no right ovary, no colon. Part of my small intestine's gone. So yeah, I've had 12 abdominal surgeries, so I get you on the ulcerative colitis thing. No, I do not have an ostomy anymore. My sister does. My younger sister had a prolapse of her J pouch and had to have emergency ileostomy put in. It's very likely hers cannot be reversed, and she doesn't want to reverse it because she doesn't want to risk incontinence, which is already problematic for me. So, but the stomach issues that kind of come along with the EDS and mast cell and POTS are pretty sucky. Because anaphylaxis, people think of anaphylaxis as like your throat closing up, things like that. Well, anaphylaxis can pretty much affect every system. So when I swell eyes shut, when my gut, I get what's called degranulation. And that's when the mast cells degranulate, release those mediators. It flushes through your body. You have major immediate diarrhea. You often vomit. You have stomach pain. It's hell. On top of that, we think I have a lipoma inside of my stomach. We haven't had it checked in a few years, so I'm actually working on Monday. I'm going to call and make sure that referral went in. I can get it checked out again. I'm supposed to get it checked every year. I haven't. So, but that is also causing massive amounts of pain right now. Whatever is going on in my stomach is causing horrible amounts of pain. I'm barely eating. I'm not able to drink very much. Which is why you see this thing here. It's full of different things like Body Armor's Liquid IV. Right now we have V8 Hydrate, Gatorade, because with my mast cell, I actually react to certain water. So I can't drink straight water like ever. I can drink a few sips without a problem, but it makes my mouth react. This is so it's 50% juices. It's primarily sweet potato juice from concentrate. You have bladder and bowel incontinence. I have full-on bladder incontinence. I have complete nerve death to the bladder. Bowel is a little bit more. Hang on, Yuki. Bowel is a little bit more muscle issue with control. If I have diarrhea, I will have an accident every night. If I'm sick, I can't control it. If my muscles are super weak and tired from a seizure, the bowel incontinence is like a hit and miss type of deal. Most of the time I have control, but not complete. Have I gotten any new Switch games? I got Pokemon, I think I have Shield. I'm already on like the 3rd or 4th gym. Tastes nasty. This actually tastes pretty decent. I am a huge sweet potato fan, but it's also watermelon and coconut is the flavor. Coconut watermelon. So it's got like coconut water in it. It's not like the greatest. Like I like the V Fusion better, but it has some extra electrolytes. It's got some vitamins and not many of them, but it's just something different. I wanted to try something different. When you can only drink certain things, you have to be creative. So I have Body Armor over here. We buy it by the 8-pack, I think it is. So it's 8 12-ounce ones. I can't do the blue raspberry flavor. That one makes me react. I can't drink our normal tap water. I can't drink our reverse osmosis water. We have to buy water for me. So, and it's really weird how mast cell works. Sometimes I'll react to something and other times I might not. Yeah. But Yuki, I got yeah, Andrew and I bought Sword and Shield. I made it to I'd have to pull it up, and I doubt my Switch is charged at the moment. But I made it to I think I'm on the 3rd or 4th gym. I think I just finished the water gym. I need to go back and level up some Pokemon and catch some of the good ones. Kind of feel like I'm gonna do them all the gyms except for the last one, and then go catch all the Pokemons. You still haven't beaten them yet? Yeah, I'm way farther in than Andrew is. But it's fun. I enjoy it. It makes me want to get more Pokemon games. So he got Pokemon Snap. I love Blue Raspberry too, Mike, but the Body Armor Blue Raspberry I cannot do. It one of the things is it dries my mouth out crazy bad, and then it will it causes entire layer of like the skin inside your mouth to just slough off. It'll peel my lips. It's bad. It is bad. So I don't drink. We always try different foods. One thing that's kind of cracking me up right now is for some reason there's something in the Five Guys French fries or hamburgers that I don't do well with. We ordered Five Guys a while back. I forgot about it, but I know I had a reaction that night because it was like we had to go into the ER with EpiPen. I had to use my EpiPen and stuff. So we had to go in for that one. And we ordered it a few, like last week sometime. And I'm like halfway through and I'm like, oh shit. I'm itching. I'm coughing. Like, I'm like, oh, I forgot I can't do Five Guys. So I took a massive dose of Benadryl. I took a massive dose. Like we're talking 100 milligrams. But yeah. Guys, look at all these dishcloths I've made. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here right now. I have one more I think I'm going to do. One more pink one. But these are for my mama. These are dishcloths, washcloths, and they're cloths. You can use them anytime. Grease, Five Guys. Five Guys, I love their stuff, but for some reason I react to it. We're not totally sure why. That's kind of a Massel thing. You never know. Grease is not what I react to because my guess is there is a seasoning I don't do well with in there. Nice. Yeah, I still have I have Minecraft and stuff, and I still have Animal Crossing. I haven't even scratched the surface on pretty much. I mean, I've done a lot of Animal Crossing. I just haven't, I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of doing more on my island. But sorry guys, out of itching. I probably should take some Benadryl, but I don't want to take a bunch of Benadryl if I'm going to have to go in anyway. But yeah. So Andrew and I were talking last night about the bedroom switch, bringing my room down here, and what we're going to do and stuff. What is that? Oh, that's my heating pad. I love my heating pad. I got my heating pad. Oh, man. Sorry, I got to get the hip up there, the leg up on the couch, and that is really bad with that hip. Ah. I got to grab it. Holy hell, that hurts. But, ow. But yeah, I was telling Andrew last night, I want to bring some of the cat stuff in my room because, hang on. When your hip is subluxed, it hurts like hell. Because it's not fully out of the joint, but it's not in the joint. So it is like, oh my God, pain. I do not wear pull-ups. I use I don't use pull-ups because I can't. My bladder holds way too much for a pull-up to withstand. I use North Shore Megamaxes. I get all mine online. North Shore Megamax tie-dye are my favorite, and the North Shore diapers, the Megamaxes, are top-notch. Oh, I am in pain. My hip is half out of the joint. I'm in pain. Like if I were to get up and walk right now, it would not only is my right hip half out, my left knee is a pain in the ass. Leo? I'm hearing noises and I don't know if it's Leo or if the dog's just licking something. Simon got fed up with the dog and went upstairs. The dog wants to play with Simon so bad, but Simon does not like the dog. Leo loves the dog for the most part. We aren't quite to Leo goes up and like rubs on him and sleeps with him type of deal. And oh my God, it was the funniest thing. So yesterday, before Andrew got home from work, Hannah and I went out to get some hydration and my yarn needles and stuff, a couple of things. We came home. Mustard met us at the door, which he doesn't usually do. He usually waits in his bed, but he met us at the door. And I look in, and there's Leo in the dog bed. He is in Mustard's bed. He kicked him out. And I'm not sure if like he kicked him out or if like Mustard was laying somewhere else and decided to, and the cat just decided to take over. But it's always funny when he does that. Xenoblade Chronicles. I've seen that at the stores. I haven't really looked into it. I still want to get Kirby and stuff. Like I want some like short, fun games. Not short necessarily, but like things that are you can different levels you play. I actually kind of kick Andrew's butt when it comes to Smash Ultimate. I'm good at kicking his butt. I like Mario Kart. I played Mario Kart. I haven't had my Switch out in a while, just because I play, don't play, play, don't play. I've had a lot of brain fog, and playing games when you have brain fog is not easy. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. My stomach is kind of grumbling, but I do not want to eat. Threw up last night, like all my dinner, like 5 hours later. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta love when. So, like, we don't think I have gastroparesis, but I kind of wonder what the heck's going on. Because, like, there are days where my food will sit in my stomach for like 6 hours. Um, I don't know. We haven't pulled out Ultimate in a while. We have a tradition with Andrew's brother. When he comes over for holidays, we play Mario Party and some Smash. But whenever he comes over for holidays, we do some games and video games and stuff. We always play a round of Mario Party. It's fun. Mario Party was like the first video game I had played since Frogger, pretty much. No, not quite. I played Unreal Tournament a little bit. Something else I can't remember. But yeah. No, today is just been a knitting day. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do the last dishcloth or if I'm going to switch to something, and do another dishcloth later. I don't know. I'm just really itchy right now, so I don't want to. I should take Benadryl. Hannah hasn't even started her Eblex. Yeah, and it takes like 2 hours, so they won't be home till like 5 or so. Between 5 and 6. Depends. She may go faster than that. She has 2 hours to take the test. But yeah. But yeah. I can't wait till I do have my wheelchair so I can go places. Hello, Tin Man. Eyes itch so bad. Only one DLC fighter left. Nice. We haven't even gotten any of the DLCs. For anything, really. But I kind of wanted to like go in my craft room and start working on it because that's going to be my bedroom. But they're gone today. Me being over there. How are you today? It's not rainy right now. At least not in our area. I see sun. Now it could be coming in, but it rained all night. It thunderstormed most of the night. It was raining when I got up, but it seems to have cleared a bit at this point, or at least temporarily cleared. I'm not sure. I'll know more if I have to take the doggy outside. Oops, don't say the words. We do not say the word OUT or POTTY. Thankfully, this dog is not as smart as my German Shepherd I had growing up. He learned how to spell. Like, we couldn't spell eat, treat, biscuit, anything like that. We couldn't say any of those, so we started spelling them. and then we couldn't spell them. This one we just can't say O-U-T or P-O-T-T-Y or G-O, and sometimes ride. Sometimes ride he responds to. Thankfully he's asleep enough right now that I don't think he really cares. But I don't know where Leo went though. Leo has a boo-boo. I think he either scratched his eyeball or he ran into something. I'm not sure which one, but he's a little swelled in his eye. He's keeping it kind of shut. But what state are you in, Tin Man? Because yeah, it's been pretty crazy in some areas. With all the tropical storm and shit like that. Okay, yeah, you're in Missouri, right? I'm not surprised it's raining there for you because it was here last night. So the fact that Missouri's getting it today would not surprise me in the least. It was a pretty giant storm. So I might have to take Benadryl. Let's be honest, by the time they get back, I'll probably have, if I have to go in, it'll be worn off. Yeah, that's what Andrew was doing yesterday. Was getting stuff mowed, and thankfully they were able to mow here on Wednesday because they hadn't mowed in like 2 weeks, and it was so long. See, we have a bunny that lives right outside of our house. It was getting long enough to the point where you couldn't really see the bunny. Like they need to mow. I should get something to eat, but I just don't want to deal with the nausea right now. I mean, I'm already nauseous, but I don't want to deal with it on top of that. I know. I have not been in a huge talkative mood, I'll be honest. I've just been like reclusing a bit. I just haven't had much extra energy to do shit and talk. Like, I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I haven't talked to anybody in a while. And I'm like, nah, I don't have the brain power. It's just been one of those days, or one of those couple of weeks and months. It's just, I mean, last month was like crazy busy appointments. This month we only have like a couple of them, for me at least. I have like once a week PT right now, and then I had my wheelchair appointment. At some point, I have to go get flushed, but I'm gonna wait and see if I make it a month. I'll be shocked if I make it a month without going to the ER. But Hannah was just about ready to take me in last night because she's like, "This one's not going away." I'm like, yeah, I know. She woke up this morning. She's like, "You're not really swelled." I'm like, not to the point of my eyes are closed, but if you look at my eyelids, they're definitely pretty swelled. Like in person, my face is a little bit swelled. This is it down here that's driving me crazy. I'm trying to pump it. But yeah, I've kind of reclused away from people for a little bit. It's just been so much, like mentally, physically, I'm just not feeling good. So hence why I've been knitting a lot. I'm just sitting here knitting. There's just no energy. I feel like if we get me on fluids a little more regularly, I probably would have some more energy. Mm-hmm. So, but like being sick, it just zaps everything out of you. Like between passing out, reactions, gut, migraines have been quite bad. Um, I've had at least one a week for like the last couple of weeks. The other one got so bad, almost to the point of ER. One of them did get to the point of the ER because we thought I was having a fucking stroke. Apparently, I now have atypical migraines, which can mimic a stroke, which is not cool, but at least we know. The only problem is we kind of have to go in for those anyway, because I am on some medication that does kind of make you predisposed to clots, and I've had blood clots before, so having the possibility of a stroke happening is a little higher. So we still have to go get checked out. However, next time I'll be like, no MRI, no way. Because I legit panicked. Like, gotta get me out of this machine right this second. Now, boom, gotta get out. I cried. I was, aww. Kai needs hugs. Honestly, probably not. No. Most of the time, people touching me is very painful. This only has 45 calories. I am not doing well with calorie intake today. I have chicken wings. I'm not gonna do that after how my body did last night with those. I'm not gonna do that right now. That's a bad idea. It's also annoying because it's like one time I'm like I might not react to something for a while and then all of a sudden I react. I'm a little bit part of that's a little bit my fault because I'm not eating well and I started like limiting my diet to the things that felt good, like mac and cheese, things like that kind of felt good, or at least not as bad. Now I'm reacting to more food. I smell it. I swear to Jesus Christ, I want to ban perfume. It is so bad. For those of us with mast cell perfume, like old ladies, little old ladies, they're going to be the death of me. And pretty much anybody with mast cell. It's bad. But, it's like to the point of like, I used to think like my sense of smell, not too sensitive. I'm not reactive to so many things. But now that the mast cell has kicked in, like, I can be walking into Walmart. I bet. Why? And like walk past a person and like we'll be within like 10, 12 feet of each other and I'll still smell them. Want to put a rubber duck on my. Yeah, I'm getting a little swelled again. This is also why I'm not going to put food in my belly right now because it'll just spur this reaction on. It is coming. Ugh, I should have gone in yesterday, but I wasn't about to do that to Hannah the night before her NBLEX test. Yeah. Sorry, I'm talking to Lilith. It's been quite an interesting journey the last few days. And she's so cute. I need that. It's a baby shark. Kind of like, is that daddy shark? No, that's the wrong. What is that? Sorry, I itch many much. Not really. She's like, I feel like I'm cheating on Hannah. Another woman is touching me. I'm like, yeah, but like in school, the other women touch her because she's getting massaged and giving massages and shit like that. That's different. Yes and no. If you're getting a massage, it's no different. She's so cute. Can't wait till they like come and visit and like or move. It's a random shark you want in an arcade. Okay. You shove things in its mouth to make it look like it's nomming. Oh my god. Yes. Oh guys, so we got these yesterday, right? And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, my feet feel really, I'm like, why does this feel wet? And I'm like, I thought it was just me feeling weird things. But I got up and investigated. And the sheet on the couch was like legit wet. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, well, did a bottle or can burst or something? I'm like, no way it burst. Pick up the container. It's not dripping. Oh, it's not a container, it's just shrink wrapped. Move it a little bit and all of a sudden it starts dripping. And I'm like, fuck, a can did burst. We looked at it. The hole in here was the exact size for part of the catfishing pole. So when Hannah threw it on the couch, it landed on the fishing pole and popped open the can. I'm like, this is why I get so mad when she throws everything on the couch at me. I'm like, don't do that. I can see why. It's a cute thing. Sorry, itching. Okay, but I'm not gonna take that. I suppose I should check the heart rate and shit because if I'm reacting, I need to watch that. I hate this thing. It takes forever. I don't so much care about the oxygen level because that doesn't drop real bad. Look at the little number, guys. 75. Good job. It's because I'm laying down. You're back from PTA. Good. There. No, you stay down there. I need to switch it around so I can. Oops. However, if I were to sit up right now, boop. Yeah, now we're going to 90. This is why you leave it on your finger for a few, because it'll go up, down, and then it'll regulate. Wheelchair life sucks. Fair. Why are you in the wheelchair again? My O2 is at 96, which is good. Decent numbers, not too bad. I like to freak out the technicians at the hospital and doctor's office. And be like, watch this, and then I stand up, and my heart rate goes, pew! Well, I knew that part. Goes beyond repair. Um. Well, I knew why you were in the. Wait. Do you have an? Oh, because it was on beyond repair. Like I know that much, but I thought you had. Didn't you get your prosthetic and everything, or? I like. Oh, look! There's the axolotl I made you. I still have mine upstairs. I need to make more of those. They're really cute. When I'm sewing again. Sewing is just too much for my body right now. Unfortunately. Ah, okay. That sucks. Yes, Ninja Kitty. It's cute. By the way, guys, Yuki's showing me pictures. So. In a way, wheelchair life is gonna suck, but also it's gonna open up a lot to me. Like I won't have to just sit here all the time. I can actually be like, hey, I'm going for a walk. And we'll have my plan is for when I have my wheelchair, once I see what is going on, I can either make replacement got lost. Oh my god. My thought would be, why aren't they just making another one if it's been 6 months? But once I get the wheelchair, I need to see it before I can really figure out what to make or what to buy for it. I plan on getting a cup holder, some sort of bag type of deal, and probably a joystick cover. I may or may not make my own. I'm not sure yet. Like a handle, because when you have joints that dislocate, having to grip that small of a thing can actually cause that. So having something a little bit bigger will be helpful. But I plan on also making or purchasing a shoulder strap. It might be a combination of make and purchase, like a chest strap. Because of the passing out, we don't want me to fall forward out of the wheelchair. It does have a seatbelt, yes, but we need a chest one as well, so that like if I'm flopping forward, I'm not like so far forward, because that can also pop out joints. Plus, when you're passing out, the falling forward just makes the problem worse because it doesn't allow the blood to properly go where it needs to go and wake you up. So, I will be making a shoulder strap for safety purposes. I've already got kind of a plan on how we're going to do it. But part of it just remains to be seen. Ah, you mean spina bifida? Oh, or spinal atrophy? I'm not sure. It's a Kirby. I'm just getting a pretty simple wheelchair, power chair for the first one. As time goes on, if we realize I am in need of something more, we'll figure that out. But while I'm at this weight, there's not many options. But yeah, I'm not able to. Cool. I'm not able to use a manual at all because of my shoulders. So that's no fun. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to continue with the last dishcloth. And then I will start on the plush. I don't feel like necessarily trying to figure that out right this moment. I'm needing a shower. I haven't showered in a few days. Well, okay, let's be honest. I think I didn't shower yesterday and the day before. My shower chair is kind of broken. We bought a really cheap shower chair that like only holds up to like 320 pounds, and I was above that. But also the one we bought from Walmart, it was the only one. It was one that they had in the store, so not the greatest one. My bathtub. I mean, most bathtubs are this way, but they're curved on the bottom. And because the chair is like legit 18 inches, which is the width of my tub, it has feet that are like that big. And they, the way my tub is, has caused one side of the legs to just bend out because it can't sit properly. So I have to get a new one of those. I was supposed to get it this month, but everybody just kept spending the money. So we'll have to figure that out a bit because I really need a new one. It's almost to the point where this isn't going to hold anymore. All the plushies. I see Pokemons. All the Pokemons. I have so many plushies that I need to. Well, I don't have so many. I don't have nearly as many as Yuki, mind you. Whoops. I have a corner of my room that is the plushie corner. Sorry, guys. I have to get my nose. It's driving me crazy. So when we move my room, not totally sure what corner it will be, but it'll be a corner. It's over 200. I know. We're gonna make like it's gonna be like a wooden frame that we screw into the wall, but it's gonna have bungee strung through it, and it's stretchy, and you can just like throw the plushies over the top, pull them out, bungee, kind of like those ball things they have at like the store that hold all the balls. It'll kind of be like that, but it'll go in a corner of the room. And hey, Andrew won't have to put up my shelves for my bedroom because there's already shelves in there. So now he'll have to put them up probably in the same room. But for now, we won't do that. Just because I haven't been able to really do crafting like I want to. I'm mostly going to kind of pack away the sewing stuff and leave the vinyl and the resin probably out to do and play with. I would like to play with some resin stuff before too long. Yep. I miss doing the crafting, but I just don't have the energy to be up in that room. Like it might be different once I have a wheelchair and I can like put my feet up a little bit better. Hello? Yay! Yay! You're done already? Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. Congratulations. Which means you're officially licensed? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. Good. What was your question? I'm still sort of good. I'm definitely still reacting, but I'm okay. Like I'm not. Huh? Yeah, not really. I'm a little more itchy, a little more swelled, but not like I can still see okay and everything. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Bye. She passed her test. Yay! This test is like the big test. You have to have this test in order to get licensed. And she passed. And the good thing about that is it costs $250 to retake the test if you don't pass. So she was super worried about that, but she passed. So once she graduates and submits paperwork, she will be licensed. So that's fantastic. Basically, the MBLEX is like the board that you take for like nursing school and things like that. That's the equivalent. And in Kansas, especially Lawrence, Kansas, it's required you are licensed to be a massage therapist. So, yay, she can graduate and start working. So, yay. I'm half tempted to have her do a massage today because massaging can release histamines. So she's really nervous to do like a legit massage on me. But right now I am in this in-between stage where it's driving me crazy. And I'm like, let's do a massage because I hurt anyway. And release those histamines and get this going. I'm jelly. Part of me, yes, is jelly of your collection. However, if I'm going to pick a plushie, like the plushies each have to mean something to me. I'm not the person to snuggle my plushies like Andrew is, but I like having them. And sometimes I do snuggle them. Like this little guy is probably going to be like my go to the hospital type of guy. I am going to be knitting. You know what? That's what I'll do. Instead of a dishcloth, I will knit my blanket. So I want to make just like a little small, like maybe 18 inches by 18 inches type of deal. Small, soft blankie out of the same velvet yarn. So, and what I'm going to do for Hannah is when we have the money and she picks it out, I'm gonna make her one of these because if you take off the legs, this looks like one of the little dudes from Soul. And I might make her like a little Soul character for herself. But like, look how cute he is. It's just so cute. Now, granted, the pattern for this thing is like it's like 10 inches tall. It's not this big. What is it? It's technically a voodoo doll type of. The pattern is a voodoo doll, but it's just a little blob guy. Here, I'll show you. This is what the pattern was. I made it out of a different, bigger yarn, so they wound up different and bigger. It's kind of hard to see on these, so I'm trying to find which picture is good. Okay, there it is. That's the one I want to show you. See? But I put my own spin on it. I gave him 2 eyes, no mouth, nothing. He's just this cute little soft. It's made out of velvet yarn. So it's like so soft. And knitting this was just, oops, he has a fuzz spot. Knitting this was just like so sensory pleasing. And I'm going to knit like a little blankie thing that goes with him. And it's going to be like my sensory thing that I keep in my bag type of deal. But it's still soft. Now, when I get like admitted and stuff, obviously I will still stay within I will bring my things, but I love him. His head didn't get as round as I wanted it because I did not stuff it enough. But he's super cute. And I like his flap. Luma's. If you find me a knitting pattern for that, I will. But yeah, he's so cute. I think my next one, I will probably put a little bit of stuffing in the arms but like totally adorable. Imagine a smaller one. You could make it like a little shoulder dude, but they're so cute. And he's so soft. And that was his whole point, is just to hang around and be like a soft, pleasing texture. I ended up, so the one cloth I was doing was a scrubby yarn. I actually threw away the yarn. If you can find a knitting pattern for a Luma or a crochet pattern, I prefer knitting. It's a little less problematic on my wrists. I would make one. But anyway, so I had been knitting a dishcloth, a scrubby dishcloth. I will never ever purchase that yarn again. It was such a problem sensory wise for me that when we went to pick out yarn at the store, Hannah found this and was like, oh my God, after you would have such a nice sensory feeling knitting this. And it was like so soft and wonderful. So, but I made him. He's so soft. My new bottle and stuff got here today. Yay! But I think he's just cute. I might consider, I think something I may do with this is not make his neck connection quite so tiny. Next time it's only 8 stitches. I might make it a little bit less. It did. I would happily do more pacifiers. I think once I get my room switched over, I have a couple of people who want pacifiers, and I may do some, but I don't know that I can. I'm sorry, I'm listening to neighbors. I don't know that I can start doing them like I was for a while. We'll see. Once I get my wheelchair, that may change. However, the only problem with that is I don't think I can get my wheelchair in that room. So, but yeah, when we move rooms, I'm gonna put the cat tree and stuff in my room, and we're gonna probably get rid of our table or take it down at least in the dining room that we don't use for anything but collecting junk. And I would like to. This is my idea. Take down the dining room table, put it in storage, move our hutch over to there, possibly Jimmy over to there as well, because that'll open up a lot of space. We can put the entertainment center back there. We can leave our living room open, and we don't have to change the seating around as much. So, yeah. We have loud neighbors. He is so cute. I love him. He is so cute. He has floppy feet. But next time I think I will partially stuff his feet a little, his legs a little bit. That's fun. It's still so cuddly. That's good. That's good. I would kind of, I like things like Ultra Fuzz and stuff like that, Ultra Cuddle fabrics, and I wouldn't mind making a plushie out of one of them at some point. I need to find, so I'm missing one of my pacifiers. I'm missing my brand new pacifier I got not that long ago. I cannot find it. I think it fell down the crack of my crib, which will be coming down when we move my room. It's not going back up because it won't withstand that. It'll get too rickety after another move. And we're going to build something a little less conspicuous. Given the fact that it's going to be down here where people can see in the window if I have it open, I'd rather not have a crib like in our big giant window. You know, so if we do anything, it'll just be like a one-sided rail type of thing. Plus, I keep bonking my head on it in my sleep and during seizures, so I think it's about time to get rid of that. But if we make anything, it'll be like one of those toddler ones that like slips between the mattress and the box spring type of deal, something similar, just to give a little bit of an edge. But, you know, we'll see. We shall see how it goes. But one of my favorite plushies I have is actually my TikTok profile is me. We're not doing a changing table because I cannot climb. I can't get up on one. Plus, I don't get changed very often. I mean, I do most of my changes. That might change here as things get worse. We're also faced with the reality of we may have to have an aide once Hannah starts working, just as a safety precaution, as just to help around and things like that. Not that I need 24/7 monitoring, but I kind of do. So I have a feeling I may put up, I mean, we may do something like a security camera type thing. I don't know. Good news, I haven't passed out today. Did I pass out yesterday? I know Wednesday I passed out. The day after that I passed out. Did I pass out? Yesterday was Friday. I don't think I passed out Friday. Or did I? Can't remember. I'm feeling pretty crappy. But also, this is the first week without vitamin D. So we'll see how that goes. I have to get that checked here. We'll see. My classifications might change enough that I can do in-home care. But yeah, I'm really tired right now. I need to take some Benadryl probably. I'm gonna wait to see what Hannah and Andrew think when they get home. The fact that I'm debating actually triggering a full reaction is sad, but it's not going away. Typically, if it gets really bad, we have to go in, they do IV stuff. It typically will calm down for like a week. Typically. Knock on fucking wood. But it would be kind of like two birds with one stone type of deal. I mean, I kind of sort of tried something a little bit last night. Well, not tried, but there's something that can trigger reactions that I did last night. I really just want to be I am a nature girl at heart. I am a country girl. Okay, country kid, not female necessarily, but I'm just that kid that I grew up on farms. I love to be outdoors, but I can't be right now because it's not safe. I want to so bad. I just want to be out and about. I want to go out and sit on my porch. It stinks right now because there's a dog poop container out there. But I want to be out. And that's one thing I'm kind of looking forward to with the wheelchair is I can drive over to a decent part of the lawn and just take the dog with me and sit with him and play with him and things like that. Being able to do that will be amazing. It's just the fact that I could wheel into the tennis court, basketball court thing and run the dog in there because it's pretty much gated, would be awesome. I'm looking forward to being able to kind of just get out in nature, get some sun. No, knitting or crocheting. I'm pretty sure sewing pattern I could probably figure out, but knitting and crocheting, preferably knitting. I don't prefer crocheting as much, but I'm going to crochet some water balloons to hopefully send to my nieces and nephews. Yeah. Loud neighbors, loud neighbors. Um, But yeah, I want to get out. I don't like being stuck at home. I miss the fucking lake. I want to go swimming. Like I just miss it so bad. That's why I want the fluids so much because that would make me it would make the passing out less likely to happen. Because people with POTS, I've discovered this from a couple of people whose doctors have told them this that they're like a lot of the passing out happens because of our low blood volume. And there's some doctors that are like patients with POTS or dysautonomia are often like a liter of blood short. So that's why the fluids are so important for us to give us more blood volume. So it's kind of like I'm really hoping after I see GI that we can really kind of kick into gear the the um the fluids, hopefully. Like my goal would be to have fluids, hopefully see some improvement in my gut. I'm not sure, like, because right now I eat because I have to eat, but my God, does it hurt? Like I said, 4 or 5 hours sitting there, my food was still in my stomach to the point of my body's like, we have to get rid of this. And I do pretty good at not vomiting. I take Dramamine, I take Zofran, but sometimes there's just the breakthrough vomiting that happens, and it's just like it's because my stomach just can't digest. So I think it's time to figure out what's going on. It could be my lipoma causing it. It could also be paralysis or a partial paralysis of the stomach. I know that it's not completely paralyzed, but it's very sluggish. So, I mean, I can look around for knitting patterns as well, Yuki, but I just don't have it pulled up at the moment. Let me see. I'll do a quick search because I know where to look. Why am I Luma knitting? I think it's see the problem is that it's a different thing. Let's try. What is Luma from again? Is it from Mario or is it? I forget. Okay, yeah, those things. No, wait, what are those from? I can't remember. Mario. Okay, yeah. Thought it was. Well, I found one on Etsy. Let's see here. Pinterest. I don't want to do Pinterest because Ravelry. Let's look at this one. Ravelry is my go-to. That's not Luma. That is a scarf. Apparently, there's some sort of scarf called Luma. Right. Amigurumi is the other word for it. That's right. I don't care about the image. I want the pattern. Let's see what this has to say. Aha! I found a pattern. To crochet, I think, but it'll work. Like that, Yuki. It's pattern. And they can be done in all different colors, right? I'll have to look this up on my tablet as well and print it out. Yes, that's Luma. Yep, I found a pattern. I'll have to send this link to my email and I'll check it on my tablet. Copy. I'll email it to myself. Compose to. Got it. Back and paste. Send it to myself. Ta-da. There we go. I found a pattern. I'll see if I can find it. Hello? No, but I would prefer you guys don't call me. The good Luma plushies are hard to come by. Huh? I will attempt. I even have soft yarn at the moment. I can make one out of. It'll be bigger because of the softer yarn, but because blanket yarn is bigger. I feel like I was crying a lot. Like that's how my eyes feels like I was crying, but I wasn't. So. Sometimes when you have the reactions mixed with like the POTS, you feel almost loopy a bit because your brain fog is like, what the fuck? Big Lumas. Oh, I'll have fun making Lumas. See, I'm also thinking about like I've heard some other websites to sell on that are better than Etsy. So I might switch over to that at some point. There's a TikToker I follow. So apparently, okay, this is a thing that's been going on in the TikTok chronic illness community. There's a group of people on Reddit that basically created a Reddit called like Munch Snark or something like that originally, and they were like putting all the videos and shit of people from TikTok who are chronically ill on there and just talking about how they're faking, blah 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 blah, all this crazy stuff. And finally, the chronic illness community got them banned. And they created another one. Got that one banned. They created another one. Got that one banned. But they're really wreaking havoc on a lot of people's lives. A lot of the chronic illness community is now going to private accounts because of this. And it's like, makes me so pissed off right now. Like, I'm debating going on my TikTok and making it private. Like, I do some videos, I don't do a ton, but I do some. And I have no doubt I'm on there, but right, it's just, I don't go on Reddit. I haven't even gone and I didn't even go and look at this to see if I was on there because A, I don't have that many followers. B, I don't want to, I would happily go report it, but I don't go on Reddit. I just don't. So but like a lot of people they're doing really bad stuff. They're now finding these people's Facebooks and like posting things on there from their private lives and things like that. And it's just gotten so horrible. They finally got the account banned and they made a Discord about it now, apparently. And I'm like, oh my God. No, they did ban them, but like you can't really file charges against them exactly. It's like, but like they've gone so far as to like completely dox people and then they like call their doctors and stuff. Like some of them have gotten a hold of like telehealth videos somehow and called doctors and shit and told them they're faking. Like, bad. So like a bunch of my people I follow on TikTok have had to like make their accounts super private. So, which I mean, they can still see the account, but they can't see any of the content or any of the videos that they like or anything like that, which I'm probably going to have to go put mine private just for safety purposes. But it's sad because like the people they're picking on, like there's this one girl who has this autoimmune disease and things like that, who they are like, well, you're faking this shit and all this crap about people. And it's like, okay, so doctors don't just go put feeding tubes in people and ports and different things like that. They don't just do these things if you don't need them. You know, like, yes, there's people with Munchausen's and Munchausen's by proxy, but, you know, it's so sad and it's heartbreaking. And these people are good people. You know, I've got a couple of people that I follow and comment on a lot, and like thankfully they've gone private and things. Is the entitled parent stuff? Yeah, I don't go on Reddit. The only thing I've ever really done on Reddit is like if Andrew sent me something from like the ABDL Reddit or something like that, or the DDLG Reddit, I would look at it, but I don't go on Reddit. I barely go on things like FetLife anymore. Like I do a little bit of FetLife, but not very often. So like the most public on like, I guess not unmoderated, but like I do a couple of Kick groups. I've thought about starting a Kick group, but I don't know that I have the energy to manage that at the moment. Because there's not that many great Kick groups out there for especially the ABDL community. A lot of them are very, very, very yucky. But I found a couple that are pretty good, and that are decently modded and stuff. And I found a couple of good groups, and I've stuck with those. But I've thought about starting one that's much safer. You know, like I'm not gonna, but I don't have the energy. I barely have energy for our Discord, let alone, a Kick. But yeah, I don't do Reddit. I just don't. It's not. I don't need that in my life. I have enough going on in the platforms that I'm on to deal with Reddit. I wouldn't mind a different place to live stream just because there's so much crap on you, not so much shit on YouTube, but like doing Twitch or doing things like it, it doesn't have a ton of, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I did not sleep well because of the steroid yesterday. Like I was awake a lot. I wake up a lot anyway lately. I need to up my insomnia medication because I'm waking up a ton at night. And a lot of it is because of pain. But the one day I took 50 milligrams extra because I had a I had two of my pills. Somehow the third one fell out. Yeah, it really is. I guess there's now. I don't know much about it. Um, but yeah. Twitch, I don't mind doing Twitch except for a lot of the viewers that do it on mobile, it's harder. So I typically don't do Twitch. I prefer Twitch. But I know for the mobile people it's kind of is not as good. I feel like my arm is so swollen right now. Guys, this is my bracelet, right? So this is the setting I started out on, and it was actually kind of tight. It was like snug. And since I've done lymphatic drainage, that, like, it being able to do this easily is crazy. I actually need to go down a size. Now I do go up and down because of the edema, but like I can wear this bracelet that now at the smallest setting and it still can move. Now if I put this in there, it's not as comfortable because it goes inside and underneath. But yeah, my bracelet's gonna be too big if I lose too much weight. Yeah, see that setting's a little bit tight. So I go on the in-between one and it doesn't do as much moving around. But I want to make a paracord one or something. I need to make a summertime one because silicone, it does cause me to sweat. So I want to make one that is like paracord or something like that, a little more gentle. I have the super thin paracord. I just need to get the. Fuck you, Yuki. Fuck you. I am kind of hungry. I should eat something. I'll wait till they get home and I'll do that. But big stretch. I'm feeling. I really don't want to, and I don't want to fight with whatever doctor is on. See, okay, so going into the ER works great with certain doctors. Dr. Werdeman, Dr. Whitaker, typically Dr. Ricky will do it. It's Nikki or Ricky, I can't remember. No, don't ever buy the race car diaper. Do not listen to Yuki. Yuki is just teasing me. Nobody in their right mind in the ABDL community will ever buy those diapers. If you do, you're supporting pedophiles. But there's really only two doctors I have to fight, really. And I just don't want to fight them. I really don't. Especially this last time, he was rude as fuck. Not this last time. The most recent doctor fiasco, it was just ridiculous. I came in there, passing out like crazy, things like that. He refused to give me IV fluids. Absolutely outright refused. We wound up back the next day, mind you, because it was so bad. But my body's kind of like, whoa, it's not time. It hits like 3:00, and every day my body's like, it is time for a nap, which is okay. I don't have a problem taking a nap because I will go up and snuggle the heck out of my purring cat. It's nice. But I also just am trying to not nap sometimes. I don't know. It might not be possible to avoid. But mind you, my eyes are not as closed as they are because of sleepiness. It's literally reaction and swelling. Like I can feel my face swelling back up. So don't listen to Yuki. Race car diapers should not exist. No, they shouldn't. Not. Mm-mm. I don't even know if the company does still exist. I haven't looked in a really long time. I think with things like Megamaxes and shit that it's so hard to find the race car diaper. If you don't know the website, usually you're not going to find it as well. But they do. But there's so many cheaper diapers out there that are less creepy of a website that I'm pretty sure most parents don't buy from them. It's just the creepiest. It's so creepy. The good news is they should be home any minute now. So I'm going to probably get off here pretty quick. And I can take a shower. I need a shower so bad. Showering also helps my body feel better. But they will be home literally any minute. if they left there at 2, they should be home like any second. They had to take my brother-in-law's car. Yeah, I call him my brother-in-law, even though Andrew and I are not married. We aren't going to get married. Hannah and Andrew may get married, but I'm not going to legally get married to him, because if I do that, there goes disability. Unless this new law gets signed in and passed and whatnot, that would be amazing. Basically, it'll remove the marriage issues from disability. So yeah, but yeah, Andrew and I are never actually going to get married. I have had too many failed marriages in my life. I think the only people I know of in my family who haven't ever gotten divorced would be my sister Denny, my cousin Michelle, and my cousin Nick. Those, I think, are the only 3 at the moment that have gotten married and stayed together. I would burn them, Yuki. I would burn them. Or give them to the cops and say, go research this company. You tell me what you think. No, I would legit burn them. Sorry. I refuse to be a part of that company, and if those ever came into my house, I would fucking do a live burning of them and be like telling y'all how bad this company is and how sketchy and creepy it is. Like, I would put it out there and be like, no, we're not supporting this. It's not gonna happen. A, because I don't fit in their diapers. B, because everybody pretty much knows my stance on that diaper. Like, back when Mark and I were in business together, we did research into them and as much as we could, and it was bad. Like, like when that happened, that was like legit the first time I really truly looked around the website at all, and I was getting really sketch vibes. No, I would burn it. I'm sorry. There is zero use. No, I would burn it. Or I would take all the crystals out of it and use it for plants and things like that. And then like just slash it. That might be fun too, because I don't necessarily want to burn the plastic, but yeah, I would do something. I would destroy them very publicly. Make any ABDL who ever used them feel bad. I think the only person I've ever really seen endorse those is he who must not be named, Pamper Chew. I don't think I've ever seen any other ABDL person. Once it really came out what that site was like, I don't think anybody ever that I know of has really used them. Especially with all the other companies coming out and having, the decent diapers that they have. There's just not many people who use them. It would be fun to watch. Nobody do that, please. Just don't buy me any of those to destroy, because that's still supporting the company. I would like to see them gone. Everything itches. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go because they're going to be home any minute. And I am tired. And I am itchy. And I'm going to take a shower when they get home. So cute. I don't even know if they're up anymore, but I haven't seen them around much at all. Now, granted, I don't do a lot of like interacting with the ABDL community that are willing to purchase that shit. So, like, Also Cute was just so sexualized. It was fine, that's your thing, but it was just so cringeworthy. From what I remember, they're not even good diapers. I never used them, but A, they looked creepy. And B, like I don't think they ever were a great diaper as far as what they held. I think the only people that I really ever saw use them were Lolly Lalas or something like that. And I think a couple of the other girls, maybe, but like for the most part, at this point in time, no one's buying the crap because it's more expensive and it's less useful. So people aren't buying the crappy diapers like they were. So we've come a long way in the last decade with diapers, and even in the last 5 years with diapers have come a long way. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. I'm exhausted. Everything hurts. And I don't want to get up. But I'm going to get up at some point and take a shower. So, anyway, I will probably not be around till like Monday or Tuesday at least. I don't know. We'll see. But you guys have an awesome day. Hugs. You guys have an awesome afternoon and evening. And I will see you all later. Hopefully I don't pass out right after this because I'm really dizzy. See ya. As soon as I can find a button.